Hello and welcome to Katoria's Crafts. My name is Kat, and today we're going to be looking at the difference between a regular chain ring and a magic ring. So we're going to go ahead and get started on these. Start with a ring that starts with a chain, and then we'll do the magic ring so you can see the difference. Most granny squares are going to have a center ring of some sort. So for the first one, we're going to start with a simple slip knot. We're going to go ahead and cinch that up a little bit. And we're going to start with chaining 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to come back and we're going to go into this first chain at the end of your chain, and we're just going to slip knot. So that creates your ring. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work into this center space here. For all of our chains in this first row. So we're just going to not double crochet, we're going to single crochet around this chain. So we're going to go through the center and through the out the back, yarn over and pull up your loop, yarn over and pull through 2. And we're going to carry this tail from your slip knot all the way around the chain as well, so that way we can get our tail woven in. You don't have to worry about doing it later. So we're just going to carry it through. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, in through that center and back out. Pull up your loop. 5, keep carrying this through. 6, 7, and 8. So now that we've got that, we're going to go ahead and drop this off so that way it's just kind of resting in the back, and we're going to go into the top of that chain space, and it might be a little hard to see that first chain that you did when we started. So we're going to go right in here, and we're just going to slip knots. We're going to go under both loops. Might be a little bit hard to get under. Through the other side as well, yarn over, pull through both, and the spot is always a little bit tight, and then pull through the loop that was on your hook. So that gives you your slip knot. And we're going to chain 1 that counts as a single crochet and go into this first chain, and we're going to single crochet there. So now we have 2. You're going to do 2 all the way around into each stitch, so you should end up with 16. 4, 5, 6. Yep, I grabbed an extra strand. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So then we're going to join into the top of that first single crochet or chain. Again, my stitches for some reason today are really tight, and that's going to give you your first or your second round. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. So this is going to be what the center looks like of your granny square or whatever it is that you're working on that you're starting in a round, if you use a chain for your first round. So let's go ahead and show you the magic circle. And this one starts out a little bit different. You don't start with the knot already in. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with crossing your yarn over 2 fingers, and this is where it gets different. So we're going to go over both fingers, come under, and go over top and make an X on the top of your fingers. Okay? So then we're going to go under that first strand of yarn that's closer to your fingertips over the second and pull it through. Before you move anything, you want to go back under that working yarn and pull up a loop onto your hook. So that kind of creates your slip knot or your first chain, and it's going to keep everything in place. So then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to chain 8 or single crochet 8 total. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go ahead and check and make sure. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do one more, and that's going to give us our 8. So just to make sure that I don't lose anything, I'm just going to go ahead and pop a stitch marker in here, keep it from coming undone. So then what we're going to do to close up this circle, because it doesn't look very much like a ring right now, we're just going to grab onto this tail end that you worked through with all of your stitches. And you're just going to pull it tight. So all you have to do is just give it a quick tug and it will start moving. Kind of keep it centered and just pull it until it closes up. Keep that in the back so that way it doesn't get worked in anywhere. Pop our stitch marker out, toss the hook back in. And then we're going to do the same thing where we work into the top of these stitches. We need to close off this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go into this one, slip stitch, pull up a loop, and we're going to do a total of 16 again. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're just doing 2 in every stitch for the first round. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Looks like I gave myself an extra loop. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up and just chain crochet 2 together. 1 and 2. We're going to go back into the top of that first one, slip stitch, and I'm just going to kind of pull this off at this point. So as we worked, it did open up a little bit. As you can see, it kind of gave you this little hole instead of the big one. But to combat that, if you want it to be really nice and small, just flip it over, grab onto that yarn, make sure you're pulling in the right direction, give it a real good tug, and I mean a really good tug, and that's going to pull everything close together, and that is your magic ring. So you can have, you know, that open space depending on what the pattern calls for, or you can have this nice close tied up or closed up space. And these are both really simple because your yarn is already worked in. It's woven in, so you just give it a quick snip, comes right out. You don't have to worry about that, and you just continue to work in the round. So if you do have any questions, definitely leave a comment in the section below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you do want to receive notifications, hit that bell notification as well, and we'll get you notified every time a new video goes live. I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.